Hmm.
Alright, hello and welcome back everyone. I am Zim, and we're gonna go ahead and do some Pokemon TTRPG work. Cause I can.
One moment. What is my sheet? Okay, that one is understandable on the road.
Alright, so we now have the body, mind, spirit, vigor, and willpower for attributes, giving a max HP outside of other things that could pop up of 50. We've got 8 per column for skills. I mean, Jaffer comes in every now and then and throws 100 gift subs at me.
We'll make them glow. Yeah. 16 personal, yeah. I need to figure out. Do I want...
So are you guys hearing anything from me still? Because I was checking, I didn't hear any more echo.
No, I
You are
didn't hear anything.
sounding
I don't hear anything.
vastly better now.
Oh.
Which is funny because I'm using a worse mic.
I mean, I'm not hearing you typing or banging buttons, so I think it's good. Sometimes better does not equal quality.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like right now, this is like one of those really shitty headset mics.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is like a standing desk mic. And it's actually legitimately good. It's just for some reason, Discord loves to crunchify the bitrate. It sounds crystal clear if I go to like Streamlabs OBS and I like record myself. Literal perfection. But through Discord, it just sometimes craps out, and I don't know why.
Sounds like the problem we have.
Astro Guardian. Yes, I understand that the Defender gear is basically the type of gear that says, you want to get through the game? Enjoy. And because I know that, because I play Rise.
Alright, so we have a total of 24 skills. Various varieties.
Oh my god, I could change the nose.
We've got our expertise, which is what I'm calling the fight, adventure, social stats.
You sound like you're running off a list of like a child gang that solves mysteries together.
Are you saying it's bad?
No, I'm just saying it's kind of, I don't know how best to say it, whimsical.
What Rygon is saying is, let's split up, gang. Jinkies.
Like, and now we've got the mind, and you just get this kid comes in with the big glasses, and now the expertise, and you get this other kid that comes in with even bigger pair of glasses. They're the double brothers. They solve mysteries with their minds.
Wolf Mage, Orem almost never comes and joins. And either way, he's at work right now.
Yeah, it makes me sad. Speaking of which, ours the day you and I need to have a chat.
That's right. That's why I'm still specifically here. There's a chat with you. I was like, I knew there's a reason why I was staying here. It's like, I could have joined my other friends who are playing this game right now and leave you guys, but I know Zim might be slightly against it, but then there's Rygon. It's like, yes, we need to have that chat. So, speak.
You'd be leaving me too? Rude.
And Spirit too. Fuck.
We need to let's move down a row because this has something to do with your actual character.
Alrighty then. We'll move down a thing. I will be back.
Okay.
All right.
let's see. So for character creation, all attributes start with 1 dot, so they'll start with 5 HP as a result. They'll get 3 dots to spend on attributes, which will actually give them 8 dots.
I think this...
Or 8 HP. Yeah, that's okay with me. What were you gonna say?
I was going to say this would probably be a good time for me to bring up a point that I mentioned before in text, which was that the name of the thing where it says skills and it has the subsection of skills is confusing. Yeah, but I'm just saying yeah, but I'm just saying for the character creation section where it says 2 dots per column to spend on skills.
Yes, and like I said, that's just an internal thing.
Yeah. I just wanted to re-bring it up because I hadn't heard anything about it.
I answered you in text. Ideally, I would like to call skills abilities, but then people throw a fit because Pokemon have Pokemon abilities. It's like, dude. Then again, I also have people that get mad at me over the fact that I want all the players to be equal power level. Because that's not accurate, because some Pokemon are better than others. So, you should not be limited on what you want to play as.
I'm mad at you because I don't have a Jet plushie yet.
Well, if you want to be mad at me over something that I can't help, then I guess I can't really do anything about it. So fuck me, I guess.
All right, and you better be ready on rolling that new character by Saturday, okay?
Understood. Yes, Zephyr. Zeref is the moisty of the moisty of moist noodles.
Okay, so let me know the details for me to get married at Draw.
Alrighty. I'll send you the details later.
I would prefer them now so I can get her going on it.
Thinking. No, Zeref, you cannot silence me.
Alright.
Let me think. My god, you do spend an hour spending on character creation. Lord.
Jits, just because role-playing can offset mechanical challenges does not mean that one player should be objectively more powerful than another.
The onus should be on the game itself to be balanced rather than force parties to, like, adhere to it.
Yeah. Like, in Pokeroll, You want to play as a Caterpie? Well, you are going to be the worst character out of everybody. And that
You
you
can evolve
shouldn't
pretty
be.
fast, though.
Well, that depends on the thing. There is that most mystery dungeon games you don't evolve until the end game.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
shouldn't
to
have
everyone,
to.
go ahead.
You shouldn't have to rely on evolution, which a lot of games may not allow evolution until a particular point in the story rather than basing it on levels. You should not have to rely on evolution to get your power back.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And if anyone noticed, like the actual stage that one of the Pokemon are at doesn't actually matter to me.
Yeah.
We're looking at characters, not, I don't know, factory-made images. And so we were just simply discussing how Arzadeh might want to grow his character.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So no new art?
No new art.
Okay.
I'm sorry if we scared you.
But Zem, I would contact you if that was going to be a thing.
Okay.
Wait, is makeup layer 3 on top of everything? Oh, it is, isn't it? Wait a second. What is this quick swap? Okay. I like the makeup. It makes me look glowy and cool and stylish.
Hey there, old pal.
There is... yes.
I'm ending stream and jumping off.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, thank you for coming on by. We'll definitely have to chat later, okay?
See you later.
oh. I'm sorry, Jaffer. I've been paying attention to other things. I'm not responsive all the time. Don't feel upset if I don't respond. But Jaffer, you are right. All this effort and then you put on a helmet.
All right, I'm starting up my stream. I'm sure people are gonna be like, "Who the heck is this? He's been offline for like forever."
I don't think people will have forgotten you.
I'm pretty forgettable.
No, I'd say you aren't.
I agree.
Oh yeah? So what's my name?
Rygon.
Ragon.
Oh shit.
Caught.
Amusingly enough, though, my real name is actually a very hard to forget name.
Hilarious.
I do know your real name, and I will say when I was going through my finances, I'm like, who the hell is this, and why did I send them money?
Man, I've gotten your paycheck. Man. I'd pronounce it out on stream, but I'm kind of curious what you think it sounds like, Zim. We can figure that out later.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to dox you on stream.
Agreed.
Or dox
Not
you,
on
period.
Honestly, well, my fear is just straight up just somebody going like, this person with like a very unique name. Let's go ahead and find out all they work here. Let's go ahead and get them fired for the lulz.
Yeah, people are assholes.
Yeah.
And apparently my music maker is not wanting to run, so I'm going to reboot it. Hello there, Kylo and Flying Spider. How are you both doing this evening? I've decided to do the streamings. All the cool kids seem to do it.
Streaming? Yes. I'll take that one. My default armor. Wait. What? With parameters and skills that let go. Oh. Oh, that's just to help me boost through the game. Funny. Kadachibo is your weapon. Decent.
Hello there, Tall Darius. Hello in text.
Yes, hello in text.
And how am I doing, Flying Spider? Okay. I'm still stressed, but I'm doing all right.
Alright, who's...
Oh, that's why my pretzel account apparently had logged out. There we go. Let's get some music going. You're a little sick? Oh, I'm sorry. Better than being a big sick, right?
How's the day, you nebulous? I'm okay with
I
this
hope you
name.
feel better.
Ah. I forgot that's the first half of character creation. Rygon, it's your turn to be created.
Oh, what am I being created as?
Palico. They are the feline
Oh,
partners, to
all
help you
right.
in hunting.
I trust
Yeah,
your creativity.
don't worry. Huh. You know, we'll do stream raiders while we do that first. So, yeah, this will be fine. Melee, lots of range. Okay then. Thank you all for facing your troops, especially Spaz Yeti. Yeah, 5 even.
So, you know what? Fuck it. We'll call these abilities.
Okay.
People don't like the fact that there's the skills and such called abilities, and then Pokemon abilities. Tough. Hey there, Chris. We've got specialties. That's alright. Base 30 feet movement speed. Yeah, that's good.
How many would be like one square tile? Would that just be your typical 5 feet?
Yeah, I'll note that.
Okay.
I'll put this down here. That way we only have to deal with going one way. My opinion.
Then for vigor, it adds 2 overall HP and can be temporarily spent to recover HP while adventuring. Allows rolling 1d10 to restore HP per dot spent. Willpower allows rerolls, but of entire roll, not just parts. Taking new results. Can only be used once per roll. Can use a point of vigor and willpower to restore HP mid-combat.
Oh, Jefferson call. I just realized now. I'm blind a lot. I apologize. A lot.
Hey, Chris. Good to see you. Yes, big Martin hugs to you as well.
Speaking of Martin, I want a Martin vid.
Joke.
You know what? Take the Martin vid. Highly recommend playing World with
Look at
controller.
that happy Sable.
Oh,
Look at that super happy Sable.
I
And
think
now
this-
does a
Oh.
chomp. Oh wait, no, not chomp.
Nah, I'm not adorable, Senri. You're adorable.
Alright, now we'll go.
I'm in chat with the wonderful Arzadeu and Razim and Taldarius. I can't remember if we have anybody else in here.
Just, well, Jaffer's here too.
Yeah,
Jaffer,
Jaffer's here
yes.
right now. Jaffer came in quietly. And I'm sorry, Jaffer, again, for not reading your message
Oh,
right away.
Jaffer, come now. Come now, Jaffer.
You wanted
Jaffer.
10 gift subs. And that's like 1 billion gift subs he just gave
That
you.
is like 1 billion gift subs. Jaffer, what the fudge, man? Thank you so much. To everyone who received a gift sub, don't be afraid to put it forward. You don't have to gift sub somebody else, but do something nice for somebody today. Thank you again, Jaffer. I really do appreciate it. Thank you.
I love how I recognize the majority of those names from my channel.
It's like we share the same audience.
Yeah. Astral Guardian, we all of us in Call do a type of D&D, if I'm correct. We're just not in the same group.
Chris Hobbs is a little unlucky. Oh, I'm sorry, Chris Hobbs.
Nah, don't be that upset. I get 2. Am I complaining? Nope. I'm fine.
I mean,
Oh. Yeah, I gotta get that golden fur color.
I don't know where I was gonna go there.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Experience costs. I basically copied them from Pokeroll. Because I feel like Pokeroll's got a pretty good experience cost system. I was looking at World of Darkness, and World of Darkness has really cheap experience costs, but you get experience every session. So you only get experience in World of Darkness from the session.
Joke.
So for them, it should be cheaper because you're literally playing 3, 4, 5 sessions before you can upgrade something. Whereas Pokemon, you know, we get experience from missions and whatnot.
We just saw an amazing new weather phenomenon. I'm going to post it over in the, what do you call it?
Media
The
sharing?
Starlight Expeditions chat.
Oh.
Ah.
No, not that.
According to all of the tests that I did, I fixed my good. If this is
Really, Rygon?
It's cool.
Oh, shoot.
I love how it just shoots up at the end in the middle.
Right?
You
What
should
did,
post
what did
that in
Rygon
media
do?
sharing.
Alright, I gotta take a look.
It's a new weather phenomenon. I'll write onto the list, making 310.
Oh, that's so cool.
Hold on,
Am I gonna
I'm
swap? Good.
bringing back up his stream so I can see what's going.
Okay. I will be swapping over to the main chat center because tonight I plan on working on maps.
Alright, that's it. Chat.
And we'll also look at memes together because I'm just that fun kind of streamer. All right, I'm going to go get one more soda and then we'll go ahead and get started.
Hey, chat. My chat. Does this look a lot like Rygon's image? He might need darker fur in one parts, but looks
Wait, what?
really similar to his character.
Oh, your palette. That's right. Wait, what? Are you doing art?
Let me... I know, it's adorable little kitty scenery, I agree. I gotta make those eyes shine and maybe put some more saturation in it. Yeah.
Because you're shiny.
Yeah, very, very shiny. Gotta make sure looks good. It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die. Indeed, Spaz Yeti. And thanks for coming on over from the stream. I noticed you were helping out on Stream Raiders. Now, what other eyes could I give to Ryan? Yeah, that fur pattern needs to become a bit darker on that lighter end. Where is he? Firm, fur, no, pattern. Yes, what is it?
Oh, that's
Lightest?
cute.
No.
Wendy sends a little thing saying, we're hiring for $16 an hour. And I'm like, yeah, I'll definitely toss out of my job for that.
I mean, hey, they're paying out of pocket for that.
Oh, yeah. Maybe when they start paying 24 with benefits, I'll think about it.
At that point, you'd have to choose between eyes or dental.
Right.
This one. This one needs we have a darker. That one. That one's it. $16 USD for a job. You know that he already makes more with his current job.
Oh yeah, I make way more.
Eyes. I gotta get those eyes for Rygon right. No. Oh, look at that one. That one fits his mischievous Ninetales look. Now for those pupils. Do I make them big and round, or do I make them slits?
Which one do you think a D&D would have? Or DM storyteller would have?
Not the really tiny slits, but, you know, slit-like, snake-like.
I see.
Arrow-like. That fits you.
But
wow. Yes. Hang on. Senri pinged me. I'm gonna go check the Discord and see what he pinged me.
Alright, we're swapping over, gang. We're gonna keep the music, though.
Ears. Let's see. No, you need to have the big, long, feral ears.
Right.
That's a fennec fox. Too much like a bat. No.
Hey yo, Alt. Hey yo, Wolstein. We're gonna do some map making today, but first we're gonna look at memes.
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 Yeah, I think what I have right now works perfect for him.
This is the new weather phenomenon that we're gonna do. A paper tornado.
Thank you for the follow, Taldarius. For tails, we're gonna give him a fluffy tail, because fluffy tail is best with these type of tails. I'll be honest. Rygon wears a
Think about the
brownish
toast.
jacket, and he'll be brighter colored. No, actually, I'm giving you more.
Hey, let's see what other memes we got. All right, we got a couple of girls fighting each other.
There we go.
I think. This video really doesn't want to play.
So considering we're gonna have more health to start off with in this system, I am leaning towards allowing moves to be a bit more powerful than what they are by default in Pokeroll. And I'm thinking of keeping it simple. Just take the move and whatever its power is, you drop the 0 on the end, and we'll come up with some kind of formula there, because obviously your stats should impact it.
Oh, it's a little sliding kitty.
Oh, he jumped.
Wolfie, that's cute. As
He
for
jumped.
snacks, I have to go grab a snack. Crap. I'll BRB. I have to go and grab a snack.
Well, sure. Thank you for the sub, Moon. Who knew making subs was so easy by looking at the memes?
Memes are bloodline of the DNA.
Thank you so much for the subscription, Moon. Always love having you here, and I'm glad you enjoy the content. Espion Hearts. Ooh, some Lord of the Rings. This is the way. Yeah, double birthday. That's fun.
Ethereal, has anyone here of weird that happened in IRL? What do you mean?
There's a
Ethereal?
lot. We need a lot more specifics.
Oh, weird weather. I mean, there is a lot of weird weather out there.
I know, I'm making some of them.
Hello, Agent
I mean, like,
Chronicles.
Real, you know,
You saying
stuff
my
that we
weather isn't
actually
real?
would see in real life.
Are you saying my world isn't real?
I mean, I don't know. Everything you said is pretty realistic. Then again, I live in Ohio. You know, pretty realistic.
Yeah, but like talking to anybody in Ohio, if you just spin something in a certain way, then they believe in anything. Like the world's
is this
giant Cheeto.
What is this Ohio you're talking about?
It's a great
Mythical land
question.
in which I live. Chile is
Isn't
put
that
onto
that way? Isn't that the state that doesn't exist?
Well, it's a
No.
mythical land, first of all. Second
It's
of
the one
all,
where
it's
they're-
the land-
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying it's the land where a three-way is a family-friendly, and you put chili on top of spaghetti.
You're cutting in and out so bad. Which is honestly amusing because of the self-censorship.
There we go. I would normally go with blue hair for my character, but if I'm gonna make Arzadeyu, I have to go with white hair.
At this point, I'm just going to stick to this mic because it seems to be working.
No. When it comes to that particular state, though, that mythical land, all I know about it is that they're very friendly towards the alphabet. I mean, everywhere you go, they're always saying, Ohio!
I mean, that is true, but you just missed a great opportunity to do the Ohio meme.
Oh, what's the Ohio meme?
If you talk to anyone from Ohio, it is a rule in this mythical land that if you go OH, they will reply IO.
I'll have to try that next time I'm down there.
Wolf Mage, if you want to go ask Rag on that question, he is streaming right now. Reminds me, everyone, I'm streaming alongside Raw Zim and Rygon Plays.
I'm looking at memes. This is like, dang, this is pretty easy streaming.
Yeah, he's playing.
Yeah.
He's playing these memes, dude.
Yeah, go check out Rygon Plays first. He's the one doing the memes.
I'm doing memes. I'll be making some maps. Like, for example, this map. I'll be continuing my development of this particular map. We're going to make a second floor.
I am a sucker for check-we patterns.
Oh, I know it.
Look, every single time I get a pattern, check-we pattern. It's the only way.
This is the way.
This is the way. You know what? Check-we patterns, that deserves another one of these.
Yes. This meme right here is perfect for what happened to Dart last night.
Oh,
Yeah, that's actually just what happened.
did Dart create a volcano out of the ocean?
No.
Because that's what's happening right now.
He ate a molten hot ball of orb.
He invoked the molten orb and consumed it.
Do you want me to them your Palico version of you after the Vaporeon, your Espeon, or your Umbreon? Yes. I wouldn't mind that. Have fun. If you do make it, though, I do ask that you take a picture and post it over into the Discord. It could be mine, Zim's, doesn't really matter, but I'd love to see them.
I should have sent you the picture the Palico made for you. Oh well. But okay. Well.
I've just considered
Hello there,
that.
Neo.
Hi, Neo.
Also, I apologize you guys aren't seeing me do much here on stream. I am currently over on Bulbapedia looking at stats and such, and trying to figure out a good values for things, for moves and such.
You know, wait, Jaffer, your handler's wearing a fursuit? Okay, that's kind of cool. I'll be honest.
Wait, what's going on?
Monster Hunter World shenanigans.
Okay. I was about to say, like, hey, hold on, wait.
Remember, mods are fun.
Mods are fun.
I love how this whole meme list here was just Gandalf dunking on Pimpin.
Yep.
Farewell, my dear friends. And Pippin.
I don't know where I'm going, I'm just going this way. Wait, it's not a mod? Oh, now that's just cool.
By the way, Ragon, I have just now considered that you actually have a Discord, so I'm in there now.
Oh, yay. I hope you enjoy. I'm still developing it. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it.
Oh, that's more than fine.
Now there's people in it and I'm getting pressured.
Basically, everybody has a Discord nowadays.
I mean, I don't.
We. You. I command thee. And we rolled a nat 20 on that dex check.
All right, Flying Spider, what's your question? And yes, you can put me in jail if you wish. I mean, that's why it's there for. To punish me?
Punish Rygon. Punish him for his sins.
They are many, and they are all toast. Oh, snap. Well, Twitter ain't having a fun time.
What's
That's a
it
giant
doing
tree.
now?
Another loyal devotee.
Elon Musk tried playing hardball, and pretty much all the employees told him to go F himself.
I mean, to be fair, if Twitter was deleted off the internet, it would be better for humanity.
I like it for the art. But yeah, probably. It's surprisingly hard to have good discussions when you can only write like one sentence at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like,
Hello there,
Elon
your
Musk
dog.
just-
Thank you very much for that follow.
he just sent an email to all staff outlining Twitter 2.0, writing it will need to be extremely hardcore, long hours, high intensity. People need to click yes to confirm being part of this by 5 p.m. ET tomorrow, else they get 3 months severance. And apparently most of them said, most of them did not click that yes.
Sleepy kitty.
Uh-huh.
Rate your name. Uh... I'm gonna give it a 5.
No flying spider.
It's kind of funny,
Raygun is
but
now
not
back
that
home.
original. Sorry.
Rygon
My-
is where he belongs.
My chat just said
Okay.
I am too cute, and people looking at when people look at me in their cars, they get into a car crash because I distract them too much because I'm cute. That's why I'm in jail. Meh.
He's in cute jail.
Sounds of a car. How can you even see me in here?
Hilarious. As for pinging me, I'll notice it. I just don't have, like, the actual ping notification. I just see numbers pop up in time.
You don't have to change your name.
Oh, thank you for the pats, Alt.
I'm ignoring the sign.
But Flying Spider, you just don't like me anymore, do you? You just bonking me, putting me in jail. Meh.
Yeah.
Rygon, your sign is being ignored.
Don't be too cute. All right.
No.
I
It says,
will-
do not feed the animals, and I've been throwing giant toast at you.
Oh.
Nom nom nom. I shall use them to escape. All right. So you all want not cute, SB? You want not cute, Rygon? All right. I'll give you not cute. I'll give you not cute. There. Not tough.
Ma'am?
Meh.
Physically impossible. This goes against science.
I eat glass. And I have a love mommy on my arm tattoo.
Yeah?
Thank you
Yeah?
for the head pats.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing as I'm waiting for the handler to walk forward, but you know, quiz. Quiz. Uh-huh, weird plant. I cut that one.
Late night $20 is $20, Rygon. Touche. $20 is $20.
Okay. Cool. You seem to be handling the situation well.
Oh God. Oh God. So I decided, or I made the mistake of looking up the stats for damage and you know, the
Oh, you mean
actual
the giant?
formula they use.
Oh, you mean that mess of a formula?
That,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I
For
thought
some
it
reason,
would.
you're. Oh no, go ahead.
I thought it would be easier. I thought it
Oh.
would help with figuring out how we want to do it to be as close to accurate with the game as possible. But no, it is not easier. It is this convoluted bullshit.
Pull out your graphing calculators.
Yep. I don't. It's actually shown in one of the games. Sun and Moon in the school.
Why do I have pockets in my leather jacket? Because they hold all the F's I give. And that's none of them. That's a tough thing to say, right? That's something tough people say.
But
For those
pockets
of you
hold things.
on
So if you
stream,
have pockets.
this is the bullshit that they use.
Meh.
All right, let me pull up your stream so I can take a look, and then I'll take a screenshot.
Well, it's an actual image, but 2 times level divided by 5 plus 2, and then that is multiplied by the power, and then by the attack slash defense, I guess?
Attack divided by defense.
Oh, attack divided by defense. So they take the attack stat of the attacker and divide it by the defense of the defender?
Yes.
Why?
Why are you questioning that and not the fact that your actual Pokemon level has a direct, actual effect on your damage?
That is also a problem.
The attack and defense being included makes sense for damage. The flat level is what always made me mad.
This guy is legitimately making a script out of like A to Z spaghetti-o noodles.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I just also want to point out that you are then dividing all of that by 50, and for some reason just adding 2. Why is there just a random plus 2?
I don't know. It's probably for lower level combat, and they had to throw it in there because like Pokemon kept dealing like 2 damage to each other with normal moves. At least that's my guess. I don't know the actual reasoning behind it. But it's so that way there's always a minimum amount of damage that will be done.
Okay, fair. But then they multiply all that by, I guess, the number of targets, and then PB, whatever the fuck that is. You got weather, you got critical, you got random.
Yeah, there's a random. They choose between 16 different values for your random.
Ah.
And it
And you-
basically. The way that the random value works is every time that you go down like a number, it sort of like takes like a percentage chunk out of the damage. So the maximum damage you can do for that stage is ×1, and it actually goes lower.
Ah.
I know, right? You thought it'd be easy math. No, it's
Nope.
convoluted math.
I was hoping and praying that it'd just be like, okay, take the attack, add the power, and subtract the defense, and we're good. Or maybe divide something in there somewhere. Not this. Not goddamn calculus.
Well, to be fair, it's not calculus. You're not taking the derivative of anything.
True. It is just algebra. Like, I could work through this. And then, well, somewhat.
And look, I'm here in streamer, it's ready.
Technically, they also multiply by burn. So, you know, technically with burn, it's either you are burned or you're not. So the only way I could see that reflected in numbers is you're multiplying by 1 or multiplying... Well, actually, I guess it would be...
No, it'd be 1 or 0.5.
Yeah, that would make sense. Okay.
By the way, if you want to really, really hate life, look at Pokemon Legends Arceus's damage calc.
I did notice that. I noticed that was there. I kind of went and I'm like, what the hell is this? And noped right the hell out.
Send it to me. I want to see it. I want to see this algebra.
Here it is. You've got...
We'll take a look
God, I have to zoom in even further for this thing.
I'll take a look after the cutscene.
Okay.
By the way, just so you know, PB is for parental bond. That's specifically for Kangaskhan.
Oh,
have I been streaming for 40 minutes? Holy shit. Wow, where did the time go?
The time went in the memes.
I know, right?
So, we've got... So we start off, it looks like, with this one. Taking the level and multiplying that by 15. Then, we...
You multiply it by the power.
Oh, I see the parentheses in there. No, you don't multiply it by the power yet. Because, you know...
Well, yeah.
Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
Yeah. No, I thought that you had already gone over the 100.
No. So, yeah, you take your level, multiply it by 15, you add the attack, you add just a flat 100, and then you take all that and multiply it by the power of the move, then you divide that by defense plus 50, and then you divide all of that by 5. Then you multiply that by whatever the attack mod and defense mod is, which those two are multiplied together. And then you got the weather, critical, random, stab, type, burn, frostbite, drowsy, fixated offense, fixated defense, and primed.
Man,
you can never contain me. But you can only contain me for 10 minutes at a time.
Thank you for Mortian, Spezietti, and Astro Guardian for all those units. I appreciate it.
Hey there, you boy parkour. Okay.
The way that fixated works is it's basically a status, and it's a positive status. So if you're fixated, you get 1.5 times on your modifier there.
So in other words, this formula is completely useless to us.
Yeah, if you don't want to include stuff like frostbite, fixated, or primed.
We can include those things, but I don't think, or not all of those.
Yep. But as you can see, the main important part about the Pokemon damage calc is the big parenthesis area, and everything else kind of just doesn't matter. Everything at the end is just accounting for the different multiplying modifiers that exist in your setting and accounting for that. Along with having a slightly random variation, which you can get rid of because that wouldn't matter for your system.
We're just going to get rid of both of these. Delete and delete.
Delete.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're teasing, Jaffer. I'm kind of glad it's teasing. Sometimes I don't know if people are teasing or not.
Okay.
I
so,
have to hear their vocal tone to fully understand.
Okay, I'm done with memes now.
I am thinking we're going to do a dice versus dice thing for this.
Ooh, I love dice versus dice systems.
No,
Um,
that's so painful for me as a DM because I have to roll for like 1 billion bad guys.
What's dice versus dice? Would you mind elaborating for those who don't know, like me?
So dice versus dice is basically, say I'm going to attack you. I would roll my attack, and then you would roll, say, evasion. And if I manage to get more successes than you do on your evasion roll, then we would proceed to the damage step, which would be I would roll my damage, and then we would probably just have a soak stat, which is you would just have a flat amount that gets removed. Or we could do that as a roll as well, but that would be a lot more on the DM when evasion is already a lot more on the DM. I am sure I do not want to do complex algebra for Pokerroll.
Nobody wants to do complex algebra. That's kind of why I steered away from PTU. Because there's a lot, it's already complex as is.
Yeah, the only way that I could think of to make it actually simple is if you had someone that knew how to program, like program you up a macro that also allowed you to select certain boxes for like, hey, this was a crit. Oh hey, this was with type advantage, this was with XYZ. So basically for like every single time, like multiplicative modifier at the end of the equation, there would have to be a box that you'd have to tick every single time you wanted damage.
Or I might have to make.
We're not going that route.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the dice versus dice instead of a flat number. However, I do know that it is more complex because, you know, if you just throw dice out there, I mean, as far as that goes, we could have it where the DMs can always, we could put in optional roll basically, where the DM can just set like an armor class target of successes. And if you go over that, then great.
Hi, flying spider.
And if you're under it, then you don't hit. However, for players, they could have the evasion where they actually roll to see if they're able to dodge the attack, or we can go with an AC system. I personally kind of prefer the actual evasion roll. But what do you guys think?
Oh my
Like,
God,
legitimately, especially for you, Rygon.
I'm honest. I'm only half paying attention because I'm trying to figure out how to do levels here in this map maker.
I am also half paying attention. I'm listening to story.
And I'm paying attention, but I have literally the least say in this conversation.
I'm sorry, Zin.
I mean, I think dice v dice is just fine. It'll just be one of those things that we just have to test out.
Technically,
I think that's how it's going to be with any.
Technically, that's how Pokerroll is supposed to work as well.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. Like, you know, that's what I recognize. But I don't know. I feel like there's just something a little bit more that can be done. But at the same time, I feel like if more is added, like it could make things a bit too complicated.
Agreed.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I want to keep things simple.
Same.
I
wanted complex. So basically, there's this fine line between too complex and too simple. And I want to walk that, you know,
All right.
because more complex stuff appeals to veteran players more, typically. Where it's why a lot of veteran players tend to go to Pathfinder instead of D&D 5th edition. They find the lack of options and stuff limiting in 5th edition for their crazy nonsense.
Well, I can actually second that because I've been playing D&D for a long time, and one thing that I really didn't like about 5e was just the new skill system, where instead of being able to grab things that is outside of what my class would normally get, like, let's say I wanted to get, like, the use rope skill from 3.5, I could get that at, like, a steeper cost and at less effectiveness, but I could still get that. And that 5e doesn't allow stuff like that. It's a admittedly minor grievance, but it is a grievance that I have with.
Like, 5e is super simple. It's great for brand new tabletop players. I love it for that fact. But there's it's kind of like 5e is elementary school, and eventually you move on to, you know, middle and then high school.
Yeah, it has an almost non-existent barrier to entry, which is great.
Yeah.
Like, I love it because it gives people a reason and ability to get into the hobby of playing tabletop RPG games. But it also sort of limits the upper end of what you can really do with the system without just having to tear it down and rebuild it and do this and that.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to... one thing I'm thinking of is having instead of just copying over the level that you gain each skill at, or each move at, because like in Pokerroll, they just take the in-game level, and that's how many experience points it costs to get that move in Pokerroll. So, you know, Charmander learns Ember at level 4. So, in Pokerroll, Ember costs 4 experience points. But that limits the possibility, or it doesn't really limit, but it makes it a little bit more difficult to figure out how much experience a custom move might cost.
Mm-hmm.
As well as it means a lot more work for me. Because then I have to go through and be like, okay, so Charmander learns Ember at level 4, so that'll cost 4 experience points, but meanwhile, Growlithe learns at level 10, so it'll cost 10 experience points for Growlithe. I don't know if that's accurate, but just, you know what I mean. I want it to cost the same for each Pokemon. However, there will be a bump to cost that I'm thinking it's going to be 1.5 times if it's not one of the, if it doesn't match the type of the Pokemon. So, like...
That's a really good way of doing that. It lets you decide if you want to invest heavily in order to get coverage moves, or if you just want to specialize.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Because the decision about coverage moves is, in fact, like, when it comes to most, like, Pokemon things, that's, like, the biggest strategic decision that you can really make. Due to the fact that you only have 4 slots, like, you know, what do you cover for? And what can you trust your team to cover for you?
I'm going to keep the Pokerroll system where you can have as many moves as you want.
Oh, okay.
At the same time, because personally, I find it dumb that I find the limiting to 4 moves dumb in Pokemon.
Yep.
Like,
yeah.
Hey, I just learned Flamethrower. Now I have to forget how to tackle or bite. And it's like, why?
It is
Why do
very
you just suddenly forget how to bite something?
It is
Guess
very
I'll-
silly, but there is one thing that I do want to point out with this. And I know this because I've used this as a plot point before in a story that I wrote, where it starts getting to be a problem when you consider the move imprison. You have to change, if you do it where you can have any amount, you have to change how imprison works.
What do you mean? Like when they get jailed up?
No, the move imprison. You might not remember it because it's so bad in the Pokemon games, but the way that it works is all opponent Pokemon on the field are unable to cast any move that the caster of imprison used, like knows. So let's say that I have a Pokemon that knows imprison and flamethrower. You have a Pokemon that knows flamethrower and tackle. I use imprison. You can no longer use flamethrower because I know flamethrower.
Something like that, we would probably have it.
You have to
we
change
would
how it
revamp
works. Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But I'm
there's
just
a
saying,
lot
like-
of things that we have to revamp.
I'm just saying, like, you have to be really careful when you do those sorts of things, because then it'll like it changes the balance of a lot of moves quite severely.
7 Jackers. Alright.
Well, considering how Pokeroll has that move, let me send you. The moves are in this book, I believe.
I fully admit I have not read the actual Pokeroll book, so
Well, I'm curious how they handle it, so I'm sending it to you, and you can look up how they handle it.
all right.
Alright, let's get meals.
Because there's a bunch of different ways they could have handled it, so I'm actually quite curious at this point.
But one thing that I really like about Pathfinder is that one of their kind of optional systems is that you can actually, it's a point buy, but for weapons. So you can make a fully custom weapon with all sorts of different kinds of stats. And I kind of want to emulate that. It's like, okay, you want your custom move to be able to do poison? Well, it's going to add this cost to it.
Imprison, they actually buffed Imprison, so it's even stronger.
How so?
Type Psychic Accuracy Smart Fight Channel. Added effect, the foe cannot use any moves known by the user lasts for a day. This move blocks specific parts of the memory the user is well aware of, be it moves, techniques, names, places, people, or situations. The target will be unable to recall these memories.
Good looking. And meaty.
So they actually buffed it and made it stronger.
That is kind of scary.
Yes. So, I don't know if you want to keep that and just make it an extremely rare move, but, you know. By the way, I swear every time that someone changes like a Pokemon system, Imprison becomes a problem, even though no one has heard of it, and I have to remind them every time. New theory. Now that I've read this, the reason you can't remember someone is because you can't remember anything is because someone knows all of you and just used Imprison, and they just use it every day.
Writes down.
They blocked out our memory of them, and they we can't even see them, but they're actually just standing there. That's actually what that's actually where
By
Dart
Raw,
was.
that is how it works.
That's where Dart was feeling those eyes on him. They hadn't used the ability on him yet until he got back inside.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But yeah, so there are a couple really niche Pokemon moves that I know that like can really mess up stuff like this.
My plan for this system is to get it set up on a wiki type site the Pathfinder SRD, something like that.
Yeah, where it has hyperlinks and then it takes you to subpages that give all the details.
As well as simply being, instead of it being a, PDF that gets more difficult to update, the website, it's like, okay, let me just log in real quick. 2 seconds later, all right, I fixed that for everybody.
Wow. Synchronize is so strong here.
How strong? Explain.
I'm just gonna read out the card. It is a power 5, type psychic, accuracy, dex, fight, channel, damage pool, special +5, added effect, sound based, area attack. Choose a type: fire, poison, steel, etc. This move only affects those with that type. The user vibrates with any particular energy type he chooses. All nearby creatures and objects of that type are hurt. That is very strong.
Uh-huh.
Especially because I'm thinking about it in terms of like factional warfare right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because like the first scene you guys stumbled upon in Pokeroll was a battle between, different factions that were like all the same type of Pokemon. So if any of them could pick up Synchronized, that could make, the warfare like a lot trickier for any sort of mass combat.
How do I get rid of a freaking door?
Just bust down the door. Should be easy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Kick it in.
Is there legitimately no way to take out a door you've placed down? Well, that's stupid.
I have no idea.
Running through a cave to kill some Jagras.
I'm also going to step away for a moment. I shall return shortly.
Okie dokie.
All right.
I should be able to... Yeah! And now, here comes the fun part. Fine.
But yeah, so apparently Imprison is an absolute power move in this system. I'm gonna look at Dark type moves here. Dark type's the best type. I'm gonna see what fun they have.
Alright, that was easy. Easy. I just had to kill things. They're dead. So let me get my materials. Alright.
Dark type.
Darkness within.
Dark Reunion. Does anyone know what Dark Reunion is from?
No.
It's from a parody anime called Psyche K, where there's just this one guy who goes around acting like a gritty. So there's the premise is that the main character is a guy named Kusuo. That's where the K comes from in Psyche K, and then like his family name is Psyche. So Psyche K, Psyche Kusuo.
Okay.
And he was born with basically every superpower: super strength, psychic. Like he has X-ray vision, teleportation, the works. The thing is that he's just like very introverted and he doesn't want to draw attention to himself. But his parents like force him to interact with people and like go to school.
Mm-hmm.
One of the people that constantly bothers him, so he picks up his friends like basically every single anime like stereotype character. So for example, there's one where he's like a fitness bro and it makes fun of a bunch of different types. Like They got into a dodgeball match. The guy threw like a single dodgeball, and like it cut away like back to him, and he was like already profusely sweating. And Psyche just goes, "How are you already sweating?" So it just like pokes fun of it. It's like at one point like that same like fitness bro like sports anime character is seen like just slowly walking through the streets with like a tree strapped to his back and like steam coming out of the sides of his mouth. And all that Psyche has to say about it is, where did he even get that?
That actually sounds pretty fun. I'll have to give that anime a watch.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I recommend watching it dubbed, and I know it's kind of a sin, but watch it dubbed because it's like comedy parody, so the tone of voice is legitimately hilarious.
Alright, let me...
Alright, so, both of you, or all three of you, please pay attention here.
Okay, I'm paying attention now.
Am I included?
Yeah, I said, well, yeah, I guess there is Jaffer here, but, yeah.
Okay.
Jaffer's the one that I'm going to give this system to and see how he breaks it. So getting his input now may not be the most valuable, but because he thinks of ways to break everything.
Alright.
Well, it's valuable if he if he's telling me, yeah, this will be easily broken and exploited.
Yep. I'll take a look over it too, just now.
Jaffer is the master of breaking everything.
That is fair.
For tabletop systems. You should
by
see
the way,
his character in Exalted. Not even Kerr knew that you could do some of the stuff he's pulled off.
Nice. Hey, Jits. Yeah, it is really like sad that they didn't continue the dub into the later seasons because, like, the Psyche K dub for the first like season is an absolute masterpiece.
So, anyways, y'all paying attention, Rygon?
Should I be like in your chat or something?
No, I'm just gonna explain my thoughts here.
All right,
so
go ahead.
4 moves. I am thinking it's going to be similar to Pokeroll, where you roll 3 stats depending on whatever it is for accuracy. Then for damage, I am thinking take the power of the move, drop the 0 at the end, basically divide by 10, because most of them are listed as 40, 60, 120, And then -2. I feel 2 is pretty fair. And then you add on one of your stats. So, like, say for tackle, you'll add your body +2 for damage. Because tackle is a base 40 power move. So, you drop the 0, bring it down to 4, subtract 2. So that's the bonus that gets added to the damage.
Okay.
Does that sound fair to you guys? Just to have a
Depends
solid
on what kind of a help tool we're
baseline
looking at.
It sounds fair. Before I sign off on it completely, I'd probably want to take a look at what changing, because power initially is a part of the base formula that then gets multiplied and divided and tossed around everywhere. So I would want to point check how the HP system in this Pokeroll interacts with the proposed damage.
I do agree. We need to figure out how much HP we're using first.
At character creation, you will have 8 HP. So at character creation, if somebody puts all of their bonus points into one stat, which they could level it up to 3 dots, So just say we're talking min-maxer. That would mean that they could hit you for 5 points of damage max. Outside of crits.
Yeah.
Well,
So that'd
again,
be
though,
5 damage per tackle. Because tackle is power 40.
Again, though, like, I think the system itself sounds fine, but I need to see what those health pools are going to look like. Otherwise, we might just get a character who gets hit by like a 60 power move, and they're just straight dead. In which case, why would you ever want to build bigger?
And one thing that I do want to bring up with that is that because tackle, like just for example, is a power 40 move, that means that it would be 4 minus 2, and then most characters, like reasonably, would probably have at least 1 point in like their combat, right?
And are we also including defenses here too? But if we're looking at a -2, like that tackle you just tossed on, that's 2 points of damage. You add on a defense, there's a high chance that even if you succeed with a move, it does nothing.
Well, so there's another part to that he mentioned that I wanted to like bring up. So like, would it be reasonable to assume that the average character wouldn't have 3 in a stat, but would have 2?
Yes.
For their offense. Okay, so then that means that we're back up to 4 damage, and then now we have to include in any defenses. If they don't get defensive damage reduction, then that means that your standard character that starts with 8 HP is now half health from a starting character tackle. So, and there's no variance in damage. So
that's
the next tackle is guaranteed.
Well, no. So these are the number of dice that you're rolling.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just straight damage. Sorry, that's why I said.
Oh,
max.
Okay.
That's what I was about to actually suggest. Was like, okay, how about instead of just having it be flat damage, let's just make it a dice roll, pump up the health pools a little bit, and you could actually get yourself a fun fight.
Yeah, you may want to make it so that way, like the health pool, like has like a base amount bonus before you add on the starting levels if it's like too low for like a starting character to reasonably survive, because that way it doesn't matter late game, but it will make early game less lethal. Because like if you add in like an extra 4 HP, that's a 50% increase at like, you know, start. But once you start adding in levels here, level there, your HP starts shooting up. Then it starts to matter less and less once you get out of like the precarious early stage.
As far as that goes, I'm feeling like this is a good health pool. Like looking at D&D and such, that's average. That's your average health per character creation. And to be fair, even in the Pokemon games, usually you hit them 3 times. You got your first battle against your rival in most of the games, and you hit their Pokemon 3 times and they're out.
You know, that's actually kind of a good point. How do we want the flow of battle to go? Do we want it to be where a character could get hit 3 times and they're out? Do we want to increase it to like 5? And just simply like consider boss battles to be like, you got to hit this thing 8 times and they're out? Stuff like that. If we can determine that, then I think we can determine how the damage can play out as well as the health itself.
Well, in order to calculate that, we'd have to calculate the expected damage of like their highest value attack at various points in the game, so that way we could keep it consistent, as well as if like PP is being involved, stuff like that.
We're not gonna do PP.
All right.
Yeah. PP is
first off, the chances of us actually using up the amount of power points you have on most moves is very slim before we do a rest.
It is, but it is something to consider if it's going to be included or not. It's like weight rules, where it's like most people probably don't care, but you know, discussion.
We're not gonna include it, which does kind of lead into the late game. It's basically gonna be like, well, why bother with a basic Ember when I've got Flamethrower? But that's kind of the way that Pokemon is designed anyways, is that basically you get more powerful versions of moves, and then you don't bother with the weaker ones.
Y'all are bullies.
Yep.
And so as far as the damage goes, I'm still playing around with the idea in my head of having a base soak stat. Like maybe from your armor or such, that just gives a flat reduction to damage. Or we could do a roll for that as well, but then for each attack, we've got 4 rolls. Because you got the accuracy versus evasion, you got the damage versus, and then you've got the damage versus soak or defense. And I'm worried that having that much may be too much rolling, but at the same time, it would make sense.
Yeah, but 4 seems like it might be a bit much because of the fact that it would turn fights that have more than like the bare minimum amount of enemies into a literal slog. Because, like, for example, like, if that's how you want it to work, think about how long the Zubat fight in episode 6 would have taken. If you increase every single turn by 25 or 33% from having another roll that you have to do.
That's a point.
You had a
That
dream
was me having the
Jolene...
Zubats at 1 health.
Yeah. You had a dream that Jolene learned Dragon Breath last night?
Wait, what? Wait, is Lyndon saying that?
Yeah.
You know what? That's funny. Also, place your troops for the next Stream Raiders battle. Also, online sessions are available to join.
What?
I gotta get that out of the way. Sorry, Zim. For the game I'm playing, Monster Hunter World.
Oh,
I
for
can
people
now
to join you. Okay.
Yes.
So what I'm
Yes.
thinking, we'll probably have a flat soak amount, but we will have chip damage. So no matter what, if you hit, you do 1 point of damage.
All right. Are you planning on making it so that way it's by Pokemon species that you get those soak values, or if it's by your stat and something?
I think we're gonna go with stats,
All right. So
because otherwise,
there's two physical attributes you got going right now, which is body and vigor. So which one are you leaning towards for the soak value?
I am thinking.
Unless you want to like average them together and then that's what you get, so that way they can't just like point dump into one.
I am thinking actually going with an ability for that, one of the skill things, as well as it'll be combined with potential armor or other items that you might pick up. Like we could get a Scarf of Protection, for example, that increases soak by 1.
But then you'd have to get rid of the Scarf of Cuteness.
Why would we have to get rid of it?
Why?
Because you can't wear 2 scarves at the same time.
Not
Who
for a
says?
garment. Remember, what I like about Pokeball, my opinion, is that they have garments, which is, accessory options. That's different than held items. So essentially, you could have 4 different types of held items, but 3 of them are specifically accessory stuff that buffs you. Say like a ring that gives you, +1 strength. And the list can go on. But I just want to point it out.
Oh, that's interesting.
Alright. So when Jeff is ready, he can join in on me, and anyone else can join in on me. Yes, please note that you might not always join the quest.
But yeah, so overall, I do think that the power divided by 10 minus 2 plus attribute, it sounds like a very solid basis for the for damage, but I do want to see like mock-up test rolls and stuff and see how that interacts with the basic health pool. Because, I mean, especially just because it's like, you know, what if also on the other end, because obviously like at the end the damage is then by die roll. From what I've seen of Pokeroll, it's 4 up is a success, 1 is a failure of some kind, and 6 is like a special kind of success but not automatic. Is that correct?
Yeah, 4 up is a success, yes.
Alright. So that means statistically you're going to drop at least half of your dice. Like over time.
For us, we're gonna be like for this system, it's gonna be using D10s.
D10s. Okay, so what's your success range?
On that, it is 7 and up is a success. However, we also have exploding 10s. So if you roll a 10,
single explode,
it counts
double
as,
explode.
It counts as 2, and then you roll again.
Oh,
okay.
It pushed me. Ow.
So basically, multiplying 10s and then explode.
Now, how do I dodge that?
You multiply the you double it, you double the success, and then you re-roll it.
Yeah.
So it explodes. So double then okay. So in that case, let's say you were doing let's say that you're doing the standard that we came up with for like the tackle, which was you're rolling 4 dice. Statistically, you're going to hit the oh, hold on. I need to grab my phone so I can do probability here. I'm doing it live.
Probability live.
Yeah, I'm doing it live. So that means that it is a. Let's just go by bracket. I'm going to figure out what the percentage chance that if you're rolling 4 dice, you get a 10. So 0.9 times 0.9 times 0.9 times 0.9. So it is a about 44% chance that you would get a 10 if you are rolling 4 dice. So then let's also see what the chances are of you getting a 7, 8, or 9. Because you said it was 7 up is the success range, right?
Yes.
Inclusive 7.
Yes.
Okay. So that means that there is a 3 out of 10 section where they get a single success. So at that point, that's 3 out of 10, so 0.7 times 0.7 times 0.7. Okay. So every single die roll would be a 0.7% chance of not getting the success.
Probably is coming the Scarlet Witch.
Okay. So overall, like your expected die roll is do you have ones being failures, and do they cancel if so or no?
Yes. Ones will subtract.
Ones subtract a success. Okay. So that means same exact chance as there being a same exact chance of there being a 10. So the doubling is basically just meaning that it won't reduce if both are rolled. Okay.
But my carving. Carving the mail.
And each success would be a damage, like in the case of a 10. So if you roll a 10, that'd be 2 damage on that one dice. And then you'd roll the dice again.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not messing this up.
Yes.
Well, there goes a Jagras. He's hungry. As always.
Alright, so overall that means there's a 50% chance it does nothing. There's a 10% per dice. There's a 10% chance that you get a -1. There's a 10% chance that you get a +2 and re-roll. And then there's a 30% chance that you just get a +1 and the die is done. So overall, that means that your expected damage on a 4-die roll. The important thing about that 10% is that 10% is recursive, because you obviously have the chance to roll the 10 again and again and again and again. So that means...
And that just feels really good.
That does feel really good. In Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 2nd Edition, that's also how the D10 works. And it is very, 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 very rewarding, and it feels great when it happens.
Oh, yeah.
It's very satisfying. But I'm just figuring it into, like, damage.
Settings.
Control the core.
Meh.
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 Sorry if I'm being kind of quiet. And Senri says, everyone hydrate. If you got some water,
Everyone
make sure you
hydrate?
take care of yourself.
Okay. Fine, I'll hydrate.
What is this house meant to be? This is meant to be the base for our little crew here in Pokerole.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, looking at it, you are above 2, below 3 on the average damage expected out of a 4-die roll. So it leans more towards the 3 than it does the 2, so the average damage that you would get out of a 4-die roll would be a mostly expected 3, and then after that it'd be 2.
Yeah, this is the second floor, yes.
So you know, if you wanna average that would make it a 3-co.
Alright, Jaffer should be able to join with you.
Yeah, they would have to hit and roll that 3 times, and then you get knocked out.
Yeah,
and that's just
that's
a
not
character
including,
creation,
and that's not including any soak. If
And
you
I
include
just want-
soak, it's probably going to be 4.
I'm still
4 to 5.
uncertain about soak.
That's why I'm saying if, because if you
Yeah.
include soak, it turns into a 4 to a 5.
How does this focus?
Wait, for damage?
No, for the amount of like hits you'd need to get.
Oh, yeah.
Because you know, if it turns it from a 3 and a 2, mostly 3 partial 2, into a mostly 2 partial 1, and then like after that there's another 1, but you know, you're very likely to at least deal 1 damage. Overall, the chance of you at least rolling for 1 damage is like over 90%. So, just with the way that it works, it would be like, you know, 2 damage, 1 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage, 1 damage, and then they'd pass out or, you know, be fainted.
Oh.
So that would be, you know, 5 right there, with the leaning towards the 2s because there were 3 2s that I listed there, and then 2 1s, which would mostly work out to be the expected. And so then that would be a 5-hit KO. If you include Soak.
Yeah, if I include Soak, it will definitely not be something that's rolled, I think. It'll just be a flat stat that, okay, you rolled 4 damage, Soak is such and such, so we just reduce it by this.
Yep. That would be the best way to implement Soak if you wanted to do it, because then at that point, like, you know, it doesn't slow it down. It doesn't slow down gameplay at all, if that's the Soak that's being used.
Yeah. And with this system, setting Soak...
There's already a lot of roll. There's already a lot of rolling.
With Soak being an ability, it'll mean that it'll have 5 dots max, which means if you max that out, it'll only reduce damage by up to 5. However, of course, there are more powerful moves are going to be much more difficult to soak.
Yeah, I was about to say, it would give a buff to the higher level moves. Are you including move accuracy like Malice's?
What?
Like if you use Fire Blast or something, which normally has like 85 accuracy, how are you?
Yeah, we will include that as well. Still trying to decide exactly how, but yes, that will be included as well.
Alright, so yeah, that means that, you know, the higher tier moves would have a reason to be used. If, like, even just like, because so a lot of the time, like, Pokemon teams will elect to use Flamethrower over Fire Blast due to not wanting to risk the RNG and figuring that, like, you know, having the guaranteed expected damage is better than trying to roll every single time, and if you ever miss, like, you know, you just lost a turn. So giving a reason besides just big damage number to the higher tier moves to be used, even with the risk, that's probably a good idea for the system. Because otherwise, like, Flamethrower is already probably going to deal, like, a fairly large amount of damage. Reasonably. Because, you know, Flamethrower is a great move. But giving them a reason to pick Fire Blast because, like, you know, it basically, like, straight up negates like even max level damage soak that an opponent can have. Are you also including stab?
I think I'm gonna go with the setup from Pokeroll where it just adds 1 die
to
damage. Fair. Nothing too crazy. Crits aren't really going to be a thing necessarily. Like, your crit is basically just you rolling a bunch of 10s.
Yeah.
But in that regard, if you use a move like Focus Energy, which boosts the chance of a crit, we just make it, okay, now it's 9s explode as well as 10s.
Yeah, that's a pretty decent system to have.
I'm looking for leaves. I'm not finding any.
Yeah, so there is another thing that I want to point out, that if you're not using... So far, like, the bonus you get from Stab is a single dice, and the move is normal cost to learn and not any more expensive. That's current bonuses for Stab, right?
Yeah.
So, one concern I have with that is that heavily buffs low-level stab moves and means almost nothing to high-level stab moves. So, like, if you use a 120 base power stab move, normally that gets a large bonus, but in comparison, like...
What is your suggestion?
Yes. So my suggestion is that instead of just adding a flat 1, it's like for every 4 damage dice you have, add an extra. That way, if you use like an 80 power move, you get 2 extra damage dice. If you use a 120 power move, you get like 3 extra damage dice. And
I like that.
that way it's tiered. It gives a bigger, because stab is normally a multiplier instead of a flat bonus, and it represents it a bit better, and it means that there's a reason to stay specialized later on compared to right away. Because right away, like having an extra 1 damage on your Ember would be very good. But later on, if you're using Flare Blast, like, do you really care about rolling a single extra damage dice? I mean, it's nice, but it isn't anything to, like... It's almost a non-factor. So if you make it so it's a tiered system, where, like, for every X damage dice you would roll on this, you get another one.
I like that.
And that...
Also,
Yep.
as far as Soka goes, I am going to say that can be boosted beyond the 5 based on armor.
Alright. But natural 5.
Yeah, natural you can get up to 5. I know that, like, steel-type Pokemon that typically have a huge defense, they're gonna be equalized with everyone else, but
they still have their typing.
we could...
Like, does typing matter for Pokeroll that much?
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, it's something I can manipulate around. But for example, if a Pokemon hits something and they're using a type that they are, fire type using fire type move, you get stab,
Yeah.
and it'll obviously be more effective against a grass type than it would water. So their typing does matter to a certain extent.
Yeah.
What we could do is maybe come up with, like, instead of coming up with a racial bonus for each, each Pokemon, we could come up with bonuses for types. And then do it where if you are only this type, you get a bigger buff, whereas if you are dual type, you get this smaller buff from each of those. So, like, steel
That way,
types...
monotypes get
Yeah,
a little
steel
bit extra.
types could have, say, +2 soak. It's something small, but I feel like that's a good way to go about it.
I would. Yeah. Have you considered also having, like, super effective moves affect soak value, or would you just, like, straight up go, no, it reduces?
Super effective will add damage. I think
Alright.
we'll do the 1 per 4 damage for that as well.
Okay.
Just adds an extra die. I think that's a good way to do it.
Just so you know, the 1 per 4 is effectively a 25% damage increase, and crits are normally 50, but I'm just letting you know. Because crits used to be double damage, and nowadays in Modern, they're 1.5.
Well, because they were so overpowered back then.
Oh, no, they were absolutely broken before. Because, like, if you know how
But we
crits
also
work...
don't really have crits.
I know. I'm just saying, like... Just, like, as an example, is more what I was going for.
Stab, I believe, is supposed to be 1.5 times.
Stab is 1.2.
Yeah, it's another...
Oh, well, then 1 per 4 dice is perfect.
Yeah, that's why I chose 1 per 4. That's why I suggested it.
For super effective and resistance, I don't really want to go with, what it is, which
The
is
extreme swing.
times 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want extreme swings because, they just...
This is why I was bringing up crits, moving from 2 to 1.5. So you could also do that, Or you could just straight up make it match stab bonus.
That's what I'm thinking. And then, if you've got both stab and super effective, it doubles it.
Then you're at a 50% damage bonus.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll do stab slash super effective. 1 per 4 dice, only affects damage. Resistance.
But for double weaknesses, do we want to move it to 1 per 2 dice?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah. That way you're at a 1... If you do a stab, double weakness, like double super effective. So quad, normally. Now it's 1.75 times damage. And in a tabletop system, like 1.7, 1.75 times damage is actually pretty big.
Now, how do we handle resistance?
Also, thank you for the gift, Jaffer. It's adorable.
I was
Do we
thinking about
subtract
that.
1 per 4 dice? So instead they get, 3 dice if they're supposed to roll 4?
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking, but, it's... Then it also does nothing more compared to if damage is 4 and 7, but then again, it's the same way for the bonus, so...
Greetings,
It'd be even both
Balazar.
ways. But, yeah, I think that the 1 per 4, like, remove 1 in every 4 dice after you've finished counting the total dice. Like, make sure to include that sort of language.
Yeah.
That way it's not like, you get to 4, and then you remove, and now you're at, like... and now you're at, like, 6 or 7 or whatever. So you don't remove another one because there's not another 4. That way it's at the end. And include that in the stab and super effective as well. Just cover the bases, make sure it's understood that
Yeah,
this
and
is
make
supposed to
sure that
be
we don't get those
post-
people that are like...
Yeah. You may want to include language, like, in the beginning when you're talking about how you construct your die pool, that any effects that add or subtract dice happen after you have constructed your die pool. That way, there's another thing where it's very clear that you get all your dice together, and then you do it all at once.
Yeah, and then you figure out if your stab, double effective, resistance, etc.
Yep. And then that way, like, if you use a stab move against something...
One moment. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm being ready.
Go for it.
Neko! Diego! Hi! Welcome on in. It's a cute getaway raid, and thank you for the follow, Oroku. Saki47. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Jet, but this had to happen at some point. Someone had to interrupt it, and it had to be on my end, but how's it going? Everyone go check out, Oneko. Oneko, what were you doing? And such. And with your 10 people, I'm pretty sure there are many new folks. Hi there, I am Arzadeu, and I am an astral dragon who streams a variety of games and runs an astral library. I'm currently playing Monster Hunter World and sitting alongside some other streamers like Rygon Plays, Raw Zim, Dead by Daylight and Hades. Good games, good games. Tomorrow you poke men. Fair enough. I plan on poking men as well. I'm playing a game while in the background Zim is talking about how he's creating his new system. That's the gist of it, right?
Basically, yeah.
Okay, good.
Hey there, Engineers Fox. Good to see you. And Lyndon, yeah, I understand that desire to have more games and stuff. Also, speaking of, do I have any mods in my chat? Actually, Arzi, you're a mod. Go give shoutouts for yourself and Rygon.
Okay, guys, watch this, watch this, watch this. First, I shout out Rygon because I'm a good person and not, selfish of myself first.
Toast.
You eat food now because otherwise you get honked at? Fair enough. And then there's oh, no, 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 someone beat me to it. Jaffer beat me to it.
Jaffer didn't even let you get the glory of being able to promote yourself.
No! Jaffer! It's fine. It's absolutely 100% fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we got
Hang on,
the double shout out for RZ.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh. I'm also streaming alongside Zim and Rygon Plays. Go check them out. Hey, Rygon. Not Rygon. Zim. Not Rygon. Rygon's fine. Hey, Zim, I have the special commands where I have to just type in their little nickname and poof. We ought to get the command in.
That was adorable.
Yep, absolutely was.
I am adorable. I already know this.
Jingle jangle.
Jingmo. Oh. Now, where the heck is this new campsite? I
But
would
yeah,
like to. Sorry.
I do want to bring up the fact that with this, resistance would cancel out stab.
Thank you, Engineers Fox.
Does
for
it
the follow.
cancel out stab in the games though?
No, normally it does more than that. But then again, you know, super effective also, like, you know, does less now, so. Stab is a 1.2 in the games, and then resistance makes it a 0.5. So.
I'm okay with stab and resistance canceling each other out. I'm okay with that. Well, actually, maybe we should have it where it cancels out stab.
Yeah, because
Hey,
just
thank you for the
because-
follow, Mushroom Drake. Mushroom Drake.
Thank you, Spaz Yeti, for the 6 units. Insane. Now go kill every last one of them. Because it's Stream Raiders.
What were you saying, Taldarius?
I was just saying we could consider moving things to 1 per 3, but also then it's asymmetrical and it creates a lot of confusion.
I like the 1 per 4 mainly because
Yeah.
a lot of the moves are based on quantities of 4.
Yeah,
there
that's
are
why I
some
chose
that
it.
are like, you know, some are 60, some are 90 and such, but the big ones are 40, 80, 120.
Yeah, that's why I did that as the main delineation. Because, you know, you still get extra damage anyways for choosing a move that is base power 80 over one that's base power 60, for example.
Yeah.
So you still get more damage at the end of the day anyways, it's just you don't get the bonus from this. But you still get the tiered bonus for the tier that you're in.
Space is nice. Space is amazing. It's the final frontier where all things come from.
Sure thing, I do big stretch. Big stretch. Oh. Oh, I don't think that was supposed to spend that again.
Sorry, I had to go. Okay. They're running. Okay. Zim wants me to stretch. I will go do big stretch.
Okay, so I think that leaves the modifiers and multipliers as in a pretty good position. Like it looks like they're in a pretty good spot with this.
Oh, I actually
Yeah.
don't have text to speech on this scene. God damn it.
You made me waste my points.
Oh my god, how dare you?
I know.
Just for that, do another stretch.
That's absolutely 100% fine. I'll go do another stretch. I also invite everyone in chat and the call to get up and stretch as well, because, you know, you guys need to get up, stretch, and, you know, not become pretzels.
Oh, I
No.
hate pretzels. I wouldn't want to be a pretzel.
Rawr.
Okay, I stretched and popped my back in 5 different places. Are you happy now, RZ?
Oh, I have somebody over here that says chip, yay or nay. Yes, for the chip. I
Chips
enjoy
are good.
Chips are
God,
great.
I
Chips
want
are
some
amazing.
chips.
I have some chips near me. Maybe I'll eat some chips.
I know there are some moves where they have like 15 or 25 or such.
Espeon.
Yeah, so there are ones where like they go part way. I'm not sure if you want to just chop it, if you want to have it round up, round down. I just figured that you were gonna like have it be chopped because divide by 10 integer math.
Yeah.
Because you can't really. I mean, okay, technically you can roll half a dice, but it doesn't work in a D10 system.
No,
It works in a D6 system, but not in a D10.
Espeon. Yes, Espeon.
Because it does technically work in a D10, but it's kind of scuffed, to say the least.
I think we will make those,
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
Demon_God_Linden
Yes,
has turned round us, calls him into a Mew. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
Mew. Mew.
Espeon.
Mew.
Here. Espeon.
I am surrounded by nerds. Literally only one card was used, and multiple of them are still doing it.
Mew.
The only one of you that has an excuse is Zim. He had the card used on him.
Espeon.
Mew,
That's
mew,
right.
mew. Mew.
Espeon.
Oh, okay.
Espeon.
I didn't know they all had that. I only thought that Zim had that. Also, the rest of them don't have it, so that way it plays in the Discord when it happens. So I didn't know. 'Cause I could only have one stream up at a time.
Espeon.
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
Gengar has turned Taldarius into a Growlithe. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
Espeon.
Mew.
Live. Go growl, live, growl.
Okay, I'm back to normal.
I command pure
Espeon.
chaos! Kinda.
Arceus has turned Linden into a Milcery. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
Growl, growl.
Espeon. Espeon.
Mushroom, see you later. Sorry, this has all just been fun, you know.
Go growl it.
Espeon.
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
Arceus has turned Jaffa into a Jangmo. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
Yes, beyond.
Alright, you're back to normal. Darius.
Yep, that's me.
Jaffer, you gotta at least use one of your cards to, you know.
By the way, hey Zim.
42.
I have a 100% rate of being turned into a Pokemon on your stream.
Oh?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, every single stream that I've been in, someone has turned me into a Pokemon.
Fair enough.
I have a 100% TF rate. I am a prime target, apparently.
Well, it only makes sense.
Maybe I should set up a chat TF card. Lyndon, you're back to normal now. Make it a common card where they can affect somebody else in the chat box.
You're pretty funny.
Alrighty, I think the second floor is ready.
Actually, I might make that a redemption. Well, then get in here, Lyndon.
Yeah, come on.
We're having a party.
Come on in.
The kind of party where you're being a complete nerd. The best kind.
Espion.
Hello.
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 You should have said that you were in the waiting room.
I was about to.
Ah.
Goody,
But then
Lyndon,
you noticed,
you're here.
You noticed
We need-
before I could even finish typing.
Lyndon, you're here. We have to go talk about your character.
Ah, yes, that we do.
Yeah. Let's hop down to the next chat.
Well, just keep in mind, Rygon, you'll have to move her back up.
That's fine.
Lyndon joins only to immediately be kidnapped.
Not the first time.
And then there were 4. Because, you know, technically there's still 4 people in this chat. Yeah, well, apparently his, like, you know, his personal Mew is, very deep and draws out the E for a very long time.
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
Wosteen_oil has turned Razim into a Miltank. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
Miltank.
Oh, now that you're a cow, you don't make cow noises. Oh yeah, RZ's dragon noises are absolutely adorable.
Okay, the 10 minutes is up because 2 of them were
Tank.
The moment RZ can talk normally again, Zim makes it his life mission to not let him talk.
Andrews, hi there, Engineers Fox. How's it going? What'd you die of cuteness?
Mew, mew, mew. Miltank.
Back to dragon noises. You're listening to the Dragon Noise Channel. Please enjoy your soothing dragon noises filtering in through your audio receptors. A prime example.
Mill tank mill. Mill tank.
Hello.
What are you?
Zin is now a mill tank, and RZ has even more dragon noises on his timer. Oh, there's Zim's timer.
I don't mean to click on that, but I was trying to read.
So, Zim, you're just planning on having it being cut off at the end, right? Like, integer math and all that?
I think that's the best option.
Because, like, you could just have it round. But, it's up to you.
My
I
problem.
command pure chaos! Kinda.
Slytherite has turned Taldarius into a Pikachu. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
Now you're over 100%.
Pika-pip.
now it's that's
Pikachu. Paper Pikachu. Peep.
it. I am trying to find all the places I have shared my new characters art, and so I can.
Hello
where
there,
not to post
Cam.
Yeah, technically I'm at 150% TF right now.
it.
Nice.
You're going the extra mile.
I know, right?
Well, the second floor is done. I'll let you all peruse it if you so wish. It'll be popping up on session soon.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Who knows? Maybe
I
you'll
command
discover
pure
something.
chaos! Kinda.
Arceus has turned Linden into a Tauros. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
Okay.
Taras.
He stepped away, so it's hard to give feedback, but I know there was one room that we very specifically verified had no exterior access.
That would be bedroom 2.
I thought all the bedrooms were facing the same way with windows pointed towards. Because I remember that from the procession.
I mean, him changing it up is okay.
Oh, yeah, no. Sorry, I immediately relate back to previous things I've heard, like, when it comes to stuff like that.
Thank you for the arms.
I fully admit that I am slightly too pedantic about random shit.
Also, looks like there's a pool table up there.
There's a pool table up there? What?
So we got 3 players here. Why not have a session?
No.
Immediate vetoes him. I'm surprised he even waited for the words to leave your mouth. Do you have a denied sound effect? No, you don't.
I do not have a denied.
I would have played the denied sound effect if you did.
I don't have denied, but I do have objection. Take that and
probably
hold it. So there's objection.
Nah.
Ow.
Ow.
Poor Lyndon. Hello, Panth. Also, you're back to normal.
Thank goodness.
Ow, Arx, why are you throwing stuff at me? You see this?
Lyndon is just sharing the love of purple. Sorry.
Purple is the best. Must always share the love of purple.
Following Nakulu Yaku.
Objection!
Quiz.
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
Slytherite has turned Azidu into a Jangmo. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
Jang. Ma.
Yeah, we're having fun, Panth.
Yep.
Ma.
We're
always a party.
Tangentially getting more work done on this system. The problem is we can only half of us can only communicate about like a quarter of the time.
Jangma, nah. Jang, nah. Jangma. Ah. Jang. Dang.
I feel so out of place.
Why?
My icon. It's normal and square and non-circular. Everyone else is circular. It's spherical.
Well, you know, there is a card that you can get where you can get your own talkie icon. Granted, it is only from paid packs.
Wow.
Okay.
Hey.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
So the only issue that I have with the map, Rygon, is that there was one room that we specified had no exterior access, such as windows or such.
Which one was that one?
Bedroom. It was bedroom 2.
Oh, it's boarded up. The window's there, but it's boarded.
Oh.
Hey, so my memory was correct.
Yep.
I'll let you take a guess as to which one that one is.
I have no idea.
I don't know. All I know is that I just remembered that one of the descriptions of the house during the procession scene was that all of the bedrooms were facing the street with windows.
I don't remember that
myself,
one. But
that one was a thing, and as much as I'd like to try and build something like that, the way that the house got laid out in the end just made it impossible. Without making the rooms either super tiny or whatever. So I'll just pretend. Yeah, I'll just pretend that each of these rooms have like a little nook section to them, and they, you can get onto the nook and you can see out into the street bit. So,
or we can
it's
just,
not much, but it's something.
What's the word? Retro something or what other?
Retroact.
Do retroactive changes? Do you mean like,
retcon? Thank you.
Retcon.
Yeah,
I was about to say.
We don't necessarily have to do a retcon.
Well,
it's just one of those things where it's just a minor detail. We'll, if it comes up again, we'll just say, "Oh, yeah, somehow it works."
Rygon,
what's up?
You are the one that makes a big deal about every single detail mattering.
Yep.
Besides,
so you can't say that any detail is minor.
Well, exactly. That's why I don't want a retcon.
Yeah, he doesn't want to pull out the Retconomicon.
Ethereal, this system, we're going to turn this system over to Jaffer, and we'll let him figure out how broken he can make his character.
As a spot of fun, I'm going to try and do the same.
Where does that come from? Is that poison?
Yeah. Any thoughts or complaints about the details on the map?
No.
Otherwise,
in fact, I like a pool table.
Okay. Yeah.
Where does
I figured we'd have a little bit of fun. Well, where does all poison come from?
Yeah, we're gonna let Jaffer break the system, Pan. He's very good at breaking systems. Or attempt to break the system anyways. You like that idea, Jaffer?
Is Jaffer typing somewhere? Have I just been missing all of Jaffer's communications?
What if Jaffer's
honestly, Jaffer
baby?
might be off dealing with baby and not actually here.
That is entirely fair. I was just more questioning because,
But there you all go. There's your base. Yay.
What about the attic?
The attic is here. I just simply integrated it into the second floor, so I have to make a whole nother floor for it. It is this room right here. The stairwell is supposed to represent the little set of stairs you climb to get up there.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It's just lazy man's way of making the map.
Ow.
Now, what about the secret basement?
There is no secret basement. Winky face.
Oh, there's definitely a secret basement.
There were no strange noises from the fire. Do not peer into the fire. There were no strange noises.
The first rule of secret basements is you don't talk about secret basements.
Well, yeah, but we're gonna need a map for it eventually.
Also,
besides, I don't want to I don't know if you war criminals need access to a hidden basement. What are you gonna do to poor Woobatsu dragon to your lair then?
Garage.
Hey.
I'm not letting that go.
Hey.
I feel bad now that we think about it, but
I'll be honest, as DM, it kind of took me aback. We're gonna chop off his wings and cook him alive, and I'm like, huh? This tiny little puffball.
By the way, I just love the dichotomy of Look at all these
One
like
sec,
little
everyone.
puppy Pokemon.
Sorry, my audio glitched. Go ahead.
I was just saying, like, I just love like the cognitive dissonance and like dichotomy of like a bunch of like puppies discussing war crimes to commit upon their prisoner. Just like, you know, they have like on this cute gear, they have like little satchels like strapped to their bodies. And just like and like, you know, you just got this random mon in there with them who's just like really glad that they weren't dead because, you know, everyone thought they were dead, and they come back and just like, this is the discussions that they start having.
To be fair, we have been under a lot of stress in that game.
Yes.
To be fair, yes, but also you got to imagine like the questions running through their head of who taught you this.
Yeah.
This is
Where
what
did
happens
where
when
did
you're
you?
awake.
It's all instinct.
I don't know.
I cannot
Yeah,
remember.
if it's all instinct, then that's really the proof that you guys are humans.
I cannot remember how Jolene was acting in that scene at all for some reason. It's like
Mostly,
I blocked it out of my mind.
I did not hear Jolene like really talk during that, so.
Oh, I remember Jolene. Like, I don't remember what she said, but I do remember that she was doing her, you know, her southern motherly voice, and somehow she was even creepier than the rest of us with the threats.
Well, she didn't make a specific threat, I don't think.
No.
Oh. No, she did. What I
Really?
remember is that she
Oh.
was just over in the back, just having this knife and fork scraping them together. Not saying anything, just scraping them together.
Okay, because I was about to say, like, I don't remember there being any dialogue where, like, Jolene specifically made a threat.
No, it was kind of like one of the, I think Jolene was trying to play like good cop to like a shit ton of bad cops. It's like, you just gotta tell us what's going on, or so we don't fuck you up.
Imagine you literally get like dragged into prison, beat, chained up, and like they're all still surrounding you. There's just like one like genial looking cop in the corner waving at you and like giving you thumbs up gestures.
Alright.
Thumbs up, doublies. Get it right.
Yeah. Just grows little extra nubblies on the nubblies.
Little
just
extra
to-
nubbins.
Just to give a thumbs up.
You can see Jolie just like thrust her arms out forward, like strain a little bit, and you just hear.
But they pop out the bottom, and she's like, "Oh wait, sorry, no, wrong way." Bloop bloop.
All right, I think this particular map is done.
All right, but I am gonna I am literally never letting that go.
Yeah. I don't. I have a feeling that if anybody tries to say, "Oh, we're great, we're really good people," Jolene might bring that up because it's like, "Oh, you mean how we traumatized that poor little Woobat?"
Again, you know, roll the gaslight. Because you didn't stop at physical threats either. You went straight for emotional manipulation tactics too.
To be fair, the Woobat was part of a dangerous cult that has the freaking guild leader under some ritual, and they're basically killing everybody. And so
That doesn't mean that you get to make Guantanamo Bay Stay look like a 5-star resort with your threats.
I
I'm
think
dying
you
over
killed
here.
Lyndon.
That sent me. It nearly sent me to the grave, but it sent me.
Well, you'll be one step closer to being Jolene.
But Jolene is perfectly alive.
Yeah, also a ghost
Jolene's a
type, though.
fairy.
Yes.
Oh, no, not a ghost type?
Nope.
I thought they had a ghost subtype. Really?
Nope.
Huh.
So I have talked to Rygon about the many different typings that Jolene might turn into later on. Because I've had nothing but time to think about all the different varieties of mixed typings that a Milcery could become.
Huh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say I've ever used Milcery, so that's why I'm like...
Yeah.
I was iffy on that typing.
And then you turn into just a baguette.
Baguette.
That would be horrible, but also pretty funny.
I think, I'll do a cut. Thank you, Spaz Yeti again for the, so many units. It's 6. Henry, go kill the boss. Go. Do it.
I will be right back. I need to run to the bathroom.
Go, BRB. Just run. Be free.
I'm just exporting these maps out.
A steadfast supporter.
Revive! Thank you very much for that follow and welcome.
Alright, turn to human. There we go. Normal Isk. Not my original form. Natural form, but form enough. And then, Asgard gets to 50. Ow! Spazzatic gets to 50, and ow! And, Filthy Casual also gets a, oh. Ah, there it is! Oh, yay! We defeated the boss!
Boss!
Why is Soundler's not working? Soundler should be playing. Did you guys break it?
Maybe.
Well, I mean, I see the number rise up on Discord, so let me just send, more Martin. What's wrong?
Jaffer!
Jaffer sending purple love?
Jaffer sent a lot of purple love.
Hey!
I know which route I want to take. Yeah,
so Jaffer, are you looking forward to breaking our new system?
He is under assault.
Get
down, Mr. President!
Wait, who said he's the president?
The fact that he currently has a machine gun of purple pointed at him.
Alright,
He's the priority target here.
Reminds me of this one mode or event in Splatoon 3 in Salmon Run.
I saw the Palico that you posted like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, it should be close enough to your fur color.
Yeah, I'd say it's close enough.
Alright,
even though I'm technically pink right now.
Well, don't worry, because Zim is entirely purple.
I base off it of your Ninetales.
Oh, I see.
Because that's what you were looking to call, and that's what I was going off of. Okay? Deal with it. Do you understand, sir?
No.
Now then. I guess we'll go for armor now. And then... well, yeah, I'll go Castellan, I guess.
Yeah, we'll take a quick moment, everyone, before we move on to the next map to make. Oh, this is a nice one. I sat with my anger long enough until she told me her real name was Grief.
Thinking. Bone armor is actually decent, but. Ow!
Okay, Wiley. That was loud. Whew.
Yes, it is.
That's scared of me. Alright, making farming materials. True. I should definitely start farming materials. I mean, I should be fine. Right. Right, Jaffer. Right. Yeah, we'll worry about material. Yeah, we'll worry about that later. Anyways. I need a... Wow. Actual frame dropping. Oh. Let's go up. 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 I'm heading up. Up to the sky, where we sing and dance with
our what? With our what?
With our souls afire. I must say, I love the chest piece.
Hey, Lyndon.
Really good. Really good looking. I like
just
it.
Dead.
What's up?
Hi there, Just Dead.
I am just dead.
Hi there, Just Dead. How's
Why
it
are
going?
you just dead?
I got hit too much.
You got hit too much? Oh, I'm sorry. Rest in pieces.
Rip in pieces.
Rip and pepperonis.
Oh, yeah.
Ripperonis pepperonis.
Oh, I have to speak to the... No, we'll just do an option.
And
quest, I
Stanley
guess.
died again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Stanley.
Jaffer, I thought you'd like the idea of breaking the system. But no, you don't like it.
I have to speak to the handler to get the new quests. Canteen. I will hydrate them.
That is a very good point, Jaffer. That is a very good point.
I just read what he said.
Let Jaffer break it and have fun with it.
Sometimes you do have to break something to fix it, though.
Yes, like a Rubik's Cube.
See, I don't break a Rubik's Cube just to fix it. I just break it to break it. I don't like Rubik's Cubes. They're too smart for me.
There we go. Wow. Okay, now the game's slowing down, lagging for me. Die!
Let's look at more memes.
Memes.
Mimes.
Alternative option. You could run Poker Roll. We've got 3 players here.
We do it right now, sure.
I want to play Monster Hunter.
Okay, we got 2 players here.
That is accurate.
Well, I know I would like to see what Jolene was up to. While the other three were doing their dilly-dally.
I was figuring
man.
we could do that during the start of the Saturday session.
Well, I kind of want to do it before the start of the Saturday session, mostly because it is a bit of a preamble.
Yeah.
But I have filled up the house with all sorts of little things. So you all should have plenty to do.
Well, I mean, if you do want to do a session, then I could see about dragging Orem in, and I don't
That'd be
think
good, because Orem was
would be
one of the others
available.
that was missing too.
What?
If we could get Were Animal, that'd be fantastic.
Hold on. What?
It's already the best Pokemon game ever. The Pokemon catching
Oh, so we're
tutorial
not streaming that
doesn't
game?
exist.
So we're not streaming that game.
I told you I wouldn't be patient enough.
Okay.
I literally waited
Good to know.
and picked every second. Or, like, trying.
Okay. So, are you going to be putting that away to play Pokerole on Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay. What about playing it right
What
now?
happened?
Because Rygon would like to run a session with you, Lyndon, and possibly Wernimal.
I thought they wanted a residue. That didn't work out.
No, this is a session that because you know they are Seda, Arzi, and I had a session last night. So while we were doing our thing, what were you three doing? Apparently, Orem was just catching a whatever the hell that was.
Lechonk.
A Lechonk.
Wait, you were playing Scarlet? How do you have the new game? It comes out.
I don't know how he's got the new game yet.
Was it
Already.
released at 11 our time?
I thought it wasn't released until the 19th.
18.
No, it's released. Well, technically today for
And
you.
because
It's in.
when
It releases in an hour for
time
me.
zones, it goes for midnight on the West Coast, 11 p.m. for us, and then actually
Okay, so it's released at midnight on the West Coast, so it is available everywhere now.
it was available
Let me know if there's any
Wait.
evolutions in it.
right at midnight. I know. I was checking it every second.
Okay, so session? Well, yes, that's all well and good, but, you know, session. He wants to do it now.
You get
Now would
my...
be the best time for it because I can't do anything tomorrow.
I don't think I'm sleeping anyway.
So, let's do session.
Did you just pee? What?
Because we got Lyndon here, we got Rygon, we could have you, and we could go with, or possibly get Werny.
We don't have Werny yet.
Well, even if we don't have Werny, we can still at least get you and Lyndon.
Yeah. And I can always explain our last remaining as like they went to sleep or something like that.
Oh my god! They are.
I just want to give my players the opportunity that who weren't in last night's session to
Oh
well,
my god! It's an
have a
actual
chance to
spider.
do their thing.
It's the first Pokemon with 8 legs.
I mean, technically, everything that Jet and Azerith and Dart did only took like half an hour tops in game time.
It was a long half hour though.
There was a lot that happened during
It's
it.
almost like the half an hour lasted all night.
Orem, get on
Almost.
voice.
Smork alarm.
This is the perfect time because I've got like 2.5 hours before I really need to sleep. So
Yeah, so
Well,
we
that's
do a
perfect amount of
2-hour
time.
session like we did last night, and there.
Everyone should just honestly just log into all of our streams like all the time if they want Pokerole.
Oh yeah.
Just assume Pokerole's about to happen at any point at all.
At any given moment, it could be you, it could be me. There could be a gun against my head.
No,
Now we're doing
because
okay,
no
guys,
matter
you should-
what, I want it
Hey, guys, you
streamed
should
on
watch
my
Poke
channel
Roll.
at least.
What's up?
Hey guys, you should watch Pokeroll.
Alright, so we actually doing this?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because I have
Also-
absolutely no plans of doing any work tonight.
Also, I just saw your message, Neo. No. Stop threatening to put me up to 200%.
Hello.
Okay.
And still technically 100% per stream.
Right on, I
technically,
will
yeah, but,
require title and donation goal then.
I
I guess we could just use the same donation goal from last night.
Yeah, and when I said 25, I meant just $25 in total.
Yeah, that's what I put in.
Yeah, the tier system was just we either didn't need it or it would be like $1, $5, $10, $25.
I put in, I left in the tier thing. I guess I could remove the tier part. But either way.
Yeah. And we can leave that donation as the donation it was, a secret revealed. And we could just call this one like 10.2, the other. Or looking at the better half.
Paralog. I was gonna call it Paralog too.
Paralog 1.7.
Paralog 2, exploring the better half.
I mean, I'm there.
Hey, good to see
Are you really thinking of doing exploring the better half?
I
By
don't
that
give a
laugh,
shit what
that's
the
a
title
yes.
is. But did we actually title the other one?
Yeah, Fireside.
A Fireside Chat? All right, then yeah, we're naming this one the better half.
Really?
Yes.
At the very least, they won't try to fight the wind.
I mean, wait, what?
Wind.
And the best thing is that they're not actually going to know what to expect because they weren't here last night.
Yeah.
Correct. And anything they do wouldn't be heard by us.
Do you want me to hop out of chat for this, by the way?
We'll move down to the tabletop dungeon.
Okay.
You'll have to drag me.
Oh, are you going to be listening in?
Yes,
Well,
I'd like to listen
personally, I'm fine that you all stick around. Obviously, just because you all are players in Taldarius, you're going to be helping me with the game soon enough, so you might as well stick around too.
Hey, I'm accepted then. Cool.
My only concern about you coming along, Azareth, is you disrupting the feel with it by, screaming in pain or something like you do sometimes.
You have a point. Plus, I'm playing with Jaffers, so I'll stay.
It's okay. It's a Doge. We can put a muzzle on it.
At the very least, I'm gonna do this just for posterity's sake.
So for my non-players, and players who aren't playing, you can comment. I just simply ask that your comments are maintained as being a rarity. So don't do it like after every action. If there's a moment scene, try to keep your ahs and dahs to yourself, that sort of stuff. Let the players have their chance to play. And if we have like a short break or something, then feel free to do your comments.
Okay, so we're staying in here with what everybody could say, where everybody could talk?
Yes.
Okay. I'll get Tabletop Sim up.
Alright. Alright. I gotta change up my title.
Yeah, I was asleep during your stuff last night, so I have no clue what went on for y'all. but
Yeah, and
this is
yet
gonna
you
be-
didn't review the episode?
I didn't get a chance.
Yeah.
I've been busy all day.
Oh, right. I should probably wrap up this recording. Well, everyone, thank you for joining. We're just going to go ahead and quickly end this recording. Check out the link tree down below. We're going to be switching over and doing a little bit of Starlight Expeditions now. I'll probably still be working on the tabletop thing, but not really talking on it or about it on voice here. But, we'll go ahead and get this going. Thanks for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.